And sorry for the light, guys. I don't know.
Trying to find the right light.
Well, every time like I turn it, and then all of a sudden you'll. Wah! Okay, so we are in the car today, and I'm not driving, so I can film all I want. Carrie, not my Carrie, Carrie Rasmussen, our other Carrie that we've known for ages. But okay, so anyway, the reason we're doing this is because Jake went to an estate sale earlier this morning, and he was on his way back, and he gave me a holler, and he's like, "Hey man, I'm gonna swing by. I want you to come to this estate sale with me. It's real close to us out here in Graham, and we're on our way there." What do you like? Did you know anything about this? Like, do you have any idea like what this is about or how it's going to be or what?
I just saw that it was, first of all, close by the house.
Right. Okay.
I looked at the pictures. I saw there are a few books in there, which is what I'm interested in taking a look at. And it was not a professional estate sale in the sense of done by a professional estate sale company, but it was a private sale, which usually means it's being done by family members, maybe deceased family members. So families meeting together and selling their belongings. So that's kind of what it looks like.
Yeah, so maybe a little bit more low-key or something. Yep. Like, I don't know. So, I mean, this is my first time going to one, guys, so I'm pretty stoked and pretty excited. And sorry for the light, guys. I don't know.
Trying to find the right light.
Well, every time, like, I turn it, and then all of a sudden you'll... Wah! I need a gimbal. That's coming. It's coming. And I'll tell you what a gimbal is later in a different video, but it's coming. So anyway, yeah, so we're trying to get the lighting here, and I don't know, like, we're getting this weird glare off of us, and there's no sun out. It's just all overcast and cold as shit.
My complexion's so white and pasty, it's probably just reflecting light.
Yeah, like the lunar surface.
Exactly. Yeah. It's hard to get the right angle.
All right, guys, we're gonna hit there soon, so we'll do more when we get in there.
You could write a paper out using these hieroglyphic stamps and hieroglyphics. There you go. You can write Happy Mother's Day.
It's not a true book. It's just for stamps.
Yeah, you can do right. Happy Mother's Day. It tells you how to do it in hieroglyphics. Take those stamps and you put it all out in hieroglyphics. Kind of fun. Rule of the Night: The Discovery Voyage of Astronaut Jim Irwin. Let's see if it's first printing. It's got the price on here, so that's a plus. This is 1973 first edition. This is about space and an astronaut, so this will have a little bit of value. Shakespeare doesn't sell very well.
It doesn't sell very well?
It actually doesn't. There's so much Shakespeare out there, but there are a lot of people, or not a lot of people, there are people out there that are modern library book collectors, and they're looking for a modern library with a really good dust jacket, because the dust jackets on these types of books get tore up all the time. And it's only volume 2, it's not complete. That volume 1 with it, and maybe I would think about purchasing it. There's another modern library book. This is a modern library giant.
What is modern library? What do you mean by that?
It's just a series of books, cheap books. They sold them for $1.25, 75 cents, and it was designed to get all the classic books to the masses at a cheap, affordable price, and that were and compact in nature, so that it was easy to take with you and store, and they were cheaply made for the most part, which is why people that do collect the modern library books, they're looking for the dust jacket. And inside the dust jacket of modern library books, it kind of tells you all the books that are within that series. This is Modern Library Giants, but I know people will then collect them, like, oh, I've got this one, kind of go through the list trying to collect them all. Just a cheap way to get a lot of the classics that maybe you wouldn't have.
But it's still in a relatively nice format.
Yeah, it's still relative. It is compact. A lot of them are abbreviated, or not abbreviated, but abridged. Mm-hmm. But there are people out there that collect them. But if they want to buy it, they're looking for it with a really good dust jacket.
All right, so you loaded up, man. What did you get?
Loaded up. All right. So bought 10 books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What did it cost you?
Cost me $10. They're $1 a piece.
$1 a piece.
Yep. Nothing that's going to set the world on fire, but. Each one of these Heritage Press, I mean, you got War and Peace, you got Julius Caesar, you got Don Quixote in here, you got both the Odyssey and
well, you went out to the garage and you found the Iliad, though.
Yep,
so
the Iliad.
You found like the pair, the set almost,
yep,
right?
The Odyssey inside and the Iliad. Found the Tales of King Arthur in here. This is all Heritage Press. All these Heritage Press books are going to I'll be able to sell them between $15 to $25 a piece, maybe $40 to $50 for the Iliad and the Odyssey together.
Yeah.
Then we got the Lone Ranger book here, which is probably
Yeah,
about
let's look at that. Look at the colors on
The
that.
colors are great, and this book was published in the 50s, 50 something, 50. We got some age toning here. This is age toning, browning, because like I said, this is a reprint company, so they print the books cheaply, and so they use cheap paper, which has a high acid content, so you get the browning. This one was originally published in 1938, but this reprint was probably done in the 50s.
Let's see the front of it.
But the dust jacket, the colors are perfect. There's no fading. Cleared all the letters. So just that in and of itself makes it collectible. So it's probably going to be about a $15 book, $12 to $15 on this particular one. This one, the Generals of Principles of Play Direction, I don't know. It's an older title, and which has the dust jacket on it, which is you're not going to find that very often. This book was published in 1936. And so I'll probably end up getting $15 to $20 for this, but it'll take a while to sell.
84 years old though. But,
Yep.
I mean, it looks like almost brand new.
Yep, it'll take a while to sell that one because you got to
It's
find the right
unique.
person for it. It's unique, but then we got this one, which is by an astronaut talking about some of his voyages and discoveries in space on the moon.
Yeah.
So it's the first printing of this one as well. So it's probably gonna. The condition's not great. It's got some age or sun fading along the spine panel, and some chipping and things of that nature. No foxing, which is good. But this is probably going to end up being $15 to $20 book. We got the Tomb of Tutankhamun, Howard Carter, who originally discovered and explored the Tomb of Tutankhamun. This is the first printing of this particular edition. So this is probably going to end up being a $12 to $15 book as well. So all in all, probably, I don't know, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100... 120 there, 130, 140, 150, 160. I don't know, probably somewhere between $175 to $200 I'll be able to sell those for. I'm going to pay $10. So, earlier today I went to a few other sales this morning downtown Seattle, and I found a few other books. I found The Old Man and the Sea, Hemingway, which
That looks pretty good too though.
This isn't
Like,
great.
It's in good shape.
It's in great shape. It's got some dirt down here, but I actually some dusting. All I gotta do is dust it, so I'll clean all this up. It'll look perfect. Had this been the actual first printing of this book,
Yeah.
we're talking about for one in this condition for sure.
Anyway, sorry for the noise, guys. Got a big giant 350 coming behind us. Kind of hard to hear.
If this was a first printing of this title, which it's not,
Yeah.
and in this condition, we're probably talking about a $2,000 book.
Okay.
And if it was a second printing of the first edition, which it's not, we're probably talking about a $100 to $150 book. This one actually is a book club edition of this copy, but made to look from the dust jacket's perspective exactly like the original first edition. This one obviously says book club edition here. If it was a true first edition, it'd have a $3 price here. And the original first edition has a blue cover. This one has a black cover. And it would also show with Scribner to show its first editions, it'd have a little seal, have Scribner's seal here,
Yeah, like
and
down there.
down here you have a Scribner seal, and it would have the letter A here, which denote the fact that it's a first printing by Scribner. That's how Scribner did it in this time period. This book was originally published in 1952. But this is a book club edition. You can tell that it's got a W here. A lot of the book clubs will also have a square or a dot in the corner. If you can see right here, there's a little circle dot right there, which tells you that this book is a book club edition.
Oh.
It's not anything
So
other than that.
they can't because they don't want to be passed off as
Correct.
an original publisher edition.
Correct.
All right, so we're heading back home, guys, and that was my very first estate sale. So I it was quite the experience. I mean, I just was kind of tagged along and kept my mouth shut and just trying to listen to this guy and take a bunch of information in, but it's like anything, drinking through a fire hose. I don't know anything, so of course everything is new. And but I did find a purchase for myself, which I will touch on a little bit later. I'm not going to introduce it right now because, well, it's kind of bumpy in the car. we're way out in the sticks out in Graham, but we're like way far east in Graham too, so we had to go down a bunch of dirt roads and stuff. But we're doing pretty good. It was a good haul today. You had the estate sale earlier,
Yep.
right? And you were what, downtown?
Yep.
You were downtown Seattle.
Yep.
And then he calls me on the way back and says, hey, I'm going to this estate sale. It's fairly close in Graham. You want me to swing by and grab you? So of course I'm like, yeah, duh, let's do this. I've been wanting to go to one, but we just haven't had a chance. We're we're both off and we're both, not really doing a whole lot. So,
This one was kind of like a glorified garage sale, really, more than it was an estate sale. That's why private people, not by a professional estate sale company or a big, grandiose, huge house with massive amount of stuff in it, but still fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good learning experience for me, and it's always fun hanging out with this
Shamil,
nice guy. We'll just leave it at that. All right, guys, we're out. That was a good time, and we'll catch you up on anything else that happens as it develops. Bye.